Welcome students in the second session of Revision of Python. In this session, we will cover operations and inbuilt functions associated with Python objects such as string, list, tuples and dictionaries. In the last sessions, we have learnt the following topics: feature of Python, Python fundamentals, data objects and flow of control. Before starting the topic of this session, let's discuss the previous session assignment practical question. That is, write a program to check whether a given number is Armstrong or not. Let's see its solution. Here, in num variable, an integer is taken by the user. Two variables, sum and temp, are declared to store some of the digits of the number and the original number itself respectively. With the help of while loop, the inputted number will be checked whether it is greater than 0 or not. If it not so, loop executes. In loop section, digit variable will store the remainder part of the number when is divided by 10. For example, if the number is 153, then digit variable stores 3. In next line, sum variable stores the cube of a digit. Afterwards, float division is performed on the temp variable to get integer value of the entered number. So on, the loop will go until the temp value becomes 0. As the control comes out from the while loop, number and its sum of the digit is being checked for equality by using if construct. If both are same, then a number is Armstrong number, otherwise number is not an Armstrong number. Gets printed on the screen. Hope you all have done this question in the same way. If not, then please note down this solution. Now, let's revise Python data object string. As you have already learned that string is a sequence of characters and denoted by single and double quotes. The individual character of a string can be accessed by using method of indexing. Indexing allows to access characters from both front and back of the string. In forward indexing, the first index starts from 0 and last index is length of the string -1. Whereas in backward indexing, it starts from -1, the last character of string -2 refers to the second last character and so on. Let's take an example str equal to Python. It means that str variable contains Python value as string. Any character of the string can be accessed by this syntax. String name and index value provided in square bracket. It means if we want to access y character of the string Python, then we have to replace string name with str and index with the number 1 enclosed in the square bracket to get that character. Students, we can perform various operations on the string data. In Python, number of functions are defined to manipulate string values to do some specific tasks. Now, let's discuss about string operations, string slicing and string functions. The operations which we can perform on strings are: first one is concatenation. That can be done by concatenation operator denoted by the symbol plus. Through the example, you can easily understand that it is used for joining the strings. Here, you can see my string joins with class string that result into one string, my class. Another operator is replication operator, which is denoted by the symbol asterisk. As the name tells, it is used to replicate or duplicate the string in a given number of times. As we see in example, me string replicates 3 times. Next is in membership operator, which is used to check whether the given substring is a part of string or not. As we see in example, Diya substring in string India returns true as the string Diya is present in it. Next one is comparison operator. That is less than, greater than, equal to, not equal to. All these operators are used to compare the strings. Here in example, we can see capital letter A is compared with the small letter a and its results comes out to false. Students, do you know the reason behind it? it is coming false because in ASCII coding, capital is mapped with the number 65 and small letter is mapped with the number 97. That is why A in uppercase is considered different from the lowercase a. Students, substring can be extracted from string by slicing operation using index. The formula for string slice is string square bracket m:(n), where m is the start and n is the end point. M and n both are optional values since by default value of the start is 0 indexed and the end index is length of the string minus 1. The number of characters in the substring will always be equal to difference of two indices m and n, that is m minus n. Now see the example. There is a string variable named world contains my class. Here in string slicing syntax, the start value is second index and the end value is not defined. So the result will come as class. Now observe yourself and practice some more questions yourself on string slicing from your textbook. Now we will discuss some important inbuilt functions. First, capitalize. It returns copy of the string with the first character capitalized. Second, find. Returns the lowest index in the string where the substring is found or within the slice range if specified. If not specified, the range is taken as start, 0th index and end minus last index. Returns -1 if substring is not found. Third is lnum. It returns true if all the characters in the string are alphabets or digit. Fourth is digit function. It returns true if all the characters in the strings are digit. Fifth, upper function. It returns an exact copy of the string with all the letters in uppercase. Sixth, lower function. Returns an exact copy of the string with all the letters in lowercase. Seventh, lstrip. Returns a copy of string after removing leading characters passed as argument. If no argument is provided, white spaces are taken by default. Eighth, rstrip. Returns a copy of string after removing trailing character passed as argument. If no argument is provided, white spaces are taken by default. Now, let's discuss question based on output finding. str equal to Naresh Kumar Singh. A equal to str dot split function. S equal to A index 0 plus dot plus A index 1 0 plus dot plus A index 2. Print S. Now the solution is n dot k dot sing. Here split function is used to get a list of strings. That is why in the next line characters are extracted using index values. Now let's see the next question. str equal to x, y, y, z, x, x, z, x, z, x, y, y. Print str.count x, y, y. The solution is 2. Here, count function is used to count number of occurrence of the substring in a given string. It returns 0 if not found. In this question, substring x, y, y will appear 2 times in the string. Students, this is all about strings, which is an immutable data type. Now, we will take mutable data object called list and will revise its operations and functions in coming slides. As we know, lists are similar to the arrays that contain similar type of data, but lists are heterogeneous. That makes it powerful. A single list may contain data types like integers, strings, as well as objects. List is a mutable data object. That is, unlike strings, we change its values during runtime. Lists in Python are ordered. The items in a list are indexed according to the definite sequence and the indexing of the list is start with 0. Example, list equal to square bracket 12, a, 5.96, comma xyz at the rate C10 in the square bracket. Any element of this list can be accessed by syntax, list name and the index value provided in the square bracket. It means if we want to access an element at the rate from the list, then we have to replace list name with the LST and the index with the number 4 enclosed in square bracket to get that element. Students, as you are aware of that, we can perform various operations on the list. Now let's revise those operations such as list slicing, list manipulation and inbuilt function associated with it. Similar to the string slicing, list slicings can be done. See the example. Start value, stop value and step value indices are given to extract the elements of the list. List elements can be changed by assigning new value to the index of the list where it needs to be updated. Deletion of the element of the list can be done by del statement as shown in the example. The data type list has several inbuilt functions that are useful in programming. Some of them are listed here. Index. It returns the index of the first occurrence of the element in the list. If the element is not present, value error is generated. Append function. It appends a single element passed as an argument at the end of the list. The single element can also be a list. Extend function. Appends each element of the list passed as the argument to the end of the given list. Insert function inserts an element at the particular index in the list. Pop function, it returns the element whose index is passed as parameter to this function and also removes it from the list. If no parameter is given, then it returns and removes the last element of the list. Remove function. It removes given element from the list. If the element is present multiple times, only the first occurrence is removed. If element is not present, then value error is generated. Clear function. It removes all elements from the list. Count function. It returns the number of times a given element appears in the list. Reverse function. It reverses the order of the elements in a given list. Sort function. It sorts the elements of the given list in place. Try these above functions in a Python compiler yourself as you did in class 11th. Now let's discuss some output based question on list for better understanding of concept. See the code here. List equal to square bracket within square bracket asterisk 3. List 1 dot append 9. The result is a nested list containing 3 lists as elements that contain 9 value. In another question, list L contains nested list 1, 2 and 3 as element. Here, append function will add 4 element in the list and extend function will add 5, 6, 7 as separate items in the list. End equal to hash hash in a print statement will help you to print result horizontally, so the output of this code is like that. Now let's revise tuples. A tuple is a sequence of immutable Python object. Tuples are sequences just like list. The difference between tuple and a list are the tuple items cannot be changed and tuple use parentheses, whereas list use square brackets. Tuple equal to round bracket 12a 5.96 xyz at the rate c10 round bracket close. Similar to the list slicing, tuple slicings can be done. See the example. Start value, stop value indices are given to extract the elements of the tuples. Start index is 3, so it takes the element 20 and stop value is 4. So it will 4 minus 1, which is equal to 3. It means only one element of the tuple get extracted. Now let's revise concept of packing and unpacking of tuples. Creating a tuple is known as packing, whereas taking out the individual item or value from the tuple is known as unpacking. Here in the example, you can see 4 variables are declared on right side of the assignment operator so that values of the tuples can be assigned to each one. Next is functions associated with tuple data type. Similar to the string and list, length function is used to return the length or the number of elements. Max and min functions returns the largest element and smallest elements of tuple respectively. Index function which returns the index of the first occurrence of the element in given tuple. Count function returns the number of times the given element appears in the tuple. Next is tuple constructor. Unlike list constructor, it creates a tuple if a sequence is passed as argument. If no argument passed, it creates an empty tuple. Now let's see some examples. In first question, you have to write a code for counting the number of occurrence of item 50 from a tuple 1. See its solution. Tuple 1 dot count 50 in a bracket. In the next question, you have to write a code reversing a tuple. Here, tuple slicing are used to do the same. A tuple square bracket colon colon minus 1, where start and stop are taken as their default values, but in step section minus 1 is given to print the tuple in reverse order. Hope you understood it well. Now, let's discuss another data type of Python, dictionary. It is a mutable, unordered collection of items. Other sequences like list, tuple have only one value as elements, but dictionary has key value pair. Keys are unique within a dictionary, while values may not be. The values of a dictionary can be of any type, but the keys must be an immutable type. A Python dictionary is a mapping of unique keys to values. See an example. Dictionary named dict contains item where week number is key and weekday is value. In dictionary, each item can be accessed or transferred using for loop. Through assignment operator, an item can be added or updated. Del statement is used to delete the item from the dictionary. Python also provides many functions to work on dictionaries. Let's discuss some of them. Length function returns the length of key value pairs passed as argument. Clear function deletes or clear all the items of the dictionary. Get function, it returns value corresponding to the key value passed as argument. If key is not present in the dictionary, it will return none. Items function, it returns a list of tuples key value pair. Keys functions returns a list of keys in the dictionary. Values function returns a list of values in the dictionary. Update function appends the key value pair of the dictionary passed as the argument to the key value pair of a given dictionary. Now let's discuss some output based questions on the dictionary for better understanding. Dictionary equal to curly bracket 1 colon 1, 2 colon 2, 3 colon 3, 4 colon 4. Del dict 2. Dict 2 equal to 10. Del dict 3. Print dictionary, print length dictionary. Solution is curly bracket 1 colon 1, 4 colon 4, 2 colon 10 and second solution is 3. Second, dict name Kavya, age 19. Print dict values, print dict keys. Print dict items. Solution, dict values is Kavya 19. Dict keys name age and dict items name Kavya age 19. Students, now we will see some questions based on CBSE pattern. The solution of first question is option B. Python is fun. Since upper function will make Python in uppercase and is will remain intact, whereas capitalized function makes first letter of fun string in uppercase. Now let's see another one. The solution of next is option B. Del D1 red. Next question is, which of the following statement would give the error during execution of the following code? Since tuple is an immutable data type, therefore answer is option D, statement 4. Now let's see one assertion and reasoning based question. Assertion A, list is immutable data type. Reasoning, when an attempt is made to update the value of an immutable variable, the old variable is destroyed and a new variable is created by the same way in memory. The correct answer is option D. A is false but R is true. I hope you have understood the pattern of board examination question. In the end, some assignments are there for practice. Please note it down. Question 1. Rewrite the following code in Python after removing all syntax error and underlining it. Second question. Find the error in Python coding and state its reason. Question 3. Write the output generated from the following snippets of code. Question 4. Find the output of the following code. Question 5. Multiple choice question. Which of the following is not a valid logical operator in Python? Floor division, not, question mark, option A and C. Second is identify the valid declaration of S. S equal to list 1, 20, me 8.6. A dictionary, B list, C tuple and D array. Practice yourself some similar types of questions to have hold on this topic. That's all for this chapter. Have a nice day.